Ms. Jones, what is your take on the Civilian Review Board, and how do you feel about the mayor's position or lack of position on it?
I have been advocating long before the Chad Holly video came out for a civilian review board with subpoena power. I started working on it in the 90s. So I've always agreed with that. I believe the civilian review board right now has no teeth. It's meaningless. The mayor, she believes what she believes. I respectfully disagree with her position, and I will push as hard as I can in a lawful manner to get the Civilian Review Board with subpoena power, because the most important people in this process are the people, as opposed to people thinking that the police are the end all be all. Crimes are solved because of people. Crimes are solved because someone saw what happened. And if people don't trust you, they're not going to help you. And we should be able to trust that the police are not going to abuse us. And I don't mean just beating, I mean lying on you. And there are a number of really good police officers, but the bad ones can do a lot of damage. I mean, one bad officer can mess up a whole bunch of lives, can mess up a whole bunch of families. So to anyone who says if you require an intimate look into the police department, that you're anti-law enforcement, no, I would not say that at all. I'd say we're pro good law enforcement. We're pro the people, and the truth is if people get criminal records, it affects their ability to earn a living, it affects their family, it puts stigmas, it affects their ability to get a place to live, it affects their ability to get a job. And ultimately, people that have not been given a fair shake, they will try only for so long to get a fair shake. And they spend forever trying to get a fair shake after they've been wrongfully convicted or lied on, or maybe they did something but the punishment didn't fit the crime. Eventually, they may end up doing something. And how long are you supposed to do stuff right and people just not give you a fair shake? So I think that police officers or anyone should not be afraid of civilian review boards with subpoena power. If you're doing stuff right, you have nothing to fear. So I would actually respectfully submit to you that when people are concerned about that, they know the police are doing something they shouldn't be doing, and they don't want anybody to be able to look into it. And the system where it's set up now is designed to protect bad behavior and also to cover it up. Because after they find that nothing happened, with the way they set up stuff, the records are purged. So there's no paper trail of the bad behavior. If a civilian review board had subpoena power, then they could keep it. So maybe you couldn't prove it now, but if the same officer, tased 20 people or shot 5 people, at least you have an accumulation of things. But as long as you keep the people out of the process, even though the police always initiate the process, that just seems inequitable to me. And I'm all about justice and fairness because I believe that's the American way. And the American dream should include us. We the people means everybody. It doesn't mean just police officers, or it doesn't mean just people with means. It means everybody. It means whether you're rich or poor. It means whether you're white, black, Asian, or otherwise. It means whether you own a house or rent a house. It means everybody. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fight for equality with everyone. And just so you know, this civilian review board with subpoena power, it's not just about black people. If you've gone to those town hall meetings, there are black people, there are white people, there are Hispanic people, there are Asian people. I mean, Councilmember Wong talked about how his community is afraid. So anyone who says this is racist, they're just flat out wrong. And in my respectful opinion, that is meant to distract from the real problem. So I will continue again to try to make that happen. I hope it happens before I'm dead. For that matter, I hope it happens before I get off council. But I try to control what I can control and work with my allies and even work with my enemies, because I'm almost certain we have something in common. But It's just sort of how I handle things.